Ayo easy go le baya. Ka jare baya mo di eng like ge ke be le ka intsha site le la ganya. Okay. Since ke dula. Titan. Mo fa motho. Ke leboga.
I'm happy. I applied for a Schengen visa on Friday, and for a trip that in like 2 weeks' time, I was taking chances, and my visa just arrived in the office.
You're so excited.
I am so happy. You know, I've asked you to intervene for me.
Yeah.
I was like, do something. So sorry, guys, but I'm really so excited. Thank you, Mandy Wiener. That's what's coming up on the Midday Report. Thank you for listening to the Thursday edition of the show. We're back again tomorrow between 9 and 12. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
This is Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon, I'm Gladys Mutele. A proposal to rename one of the country's busiest interchanges after world-renowned human rights lawyer and anti-apartheid activist Advocate George Bizos is gaining traction. The city of Ekurhuleni first announced its plans to move for the renaming of Kululi's interchange, the busiest in South Africa, and it's believed the entire Southern Hemisphere back in 2019. It's a lengthy process, but the chairperson of the Gauteng Geographical Names Committee says it could now be concluded before the end of the year. Bernadette Wicks reports.
Chairperson of the Gauteng Geographical Names Committee, Sheena Satihe, says the proposal to rename Galuli's interchange after George Bizos was motivated by the critical role the late advocate played in the fight for democracy in South Africa.
It is to honor and commemorate someone who stood up against apartheid and stood up for what is right.
The process of naming and renaming geographical features is a legislatively mandated one, and Satihe says they have to take their time with it and follow due process.
We have to adhere to us being a democratic country that cannot be making pronouncements on renaming and naming of places without really ensuring that the community's voice is heard.
In this instance, the information provided by the city of Ekurhuleni in its application has now been verified, and the next step will focus on the public consultation process. Satihe says a final decision could be announced as soon as the end of the year, depending on when the public consultation process gets underway. Bernadette Wicks, Eyewitness News.
There are delays in hearing the murder case of a Cape Town e-hailing driver because of a disagreement about the severity of the crime. The bail application of 11 people accused of killing Abongile Mafalala was meant to get underway at the Wynberg Magistrates Court yesterday. A 31-year-old Denuan man was killed in a mob attack in Parkwood in May. It's understood residents' fears over alleged kidnappings in Cape Town over the past few months resulted in them turning on Mafalala. Lauren Isaacs has the latest.
The state was prepared to go ahead with bail proceedings.
However, the legal representative of one of the 11 accused disagreed his client should be charged under Schedule 6. The lawyer also objected to an application by members of the media to record proceedings. Legal representatives for the remaining 10 suspects agreed that the charges they're facing fall under Schedule 6 and didn't oppose the media's application on condition the accused's faces were covered. The matter was postponed to next Friday for the state to provide a schedule certificate and start bail proceedings. In respect of a Schedule 6 offence, the accused must bring evidence that provides for exceptional circumstances, while for a Schedule 5 offence, any defence team must prove it's in the best interest of justice for the client to be released on bail. Lauren Isaacs, Eyewitness News.
Police in the Northwest say no arrests have yet been made following an apparent drag racing incident in which 8 people were injured. Rustenburg police are investigating a case of reckless and negligent driving after 2 cars, a VW Polo and a Mercedes-Benz, collided, causing one of them to hit spectators along Zendeling Street this past Sunday. Northwest Police spokesperson Sabata Mokwabone says no fatalities have been reported.
It is alleged that after collision, the driver of the Mercedes-Benz lost control and the vehicle hit onlookers, as well as the vehicle that was parked along the street. As a result, 8 people, including the driver of the Mercedes-Benz, were injured. Investigation into the matter is still underway. No one has been arrested at this stage.
And in Sri Lanka, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has told the military to do whatever is necessary to restore order after protesters stormed his office yesterday. He has been appointed acting president by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who has fled the country. But the decision to leave him in charge triggered further protests, with many demanding that the Prime Minister must also go. Sri Lanka has been suffering from its worst economic crisis in decades. Gold is trading at $1,716.